Good afternoon. I am in the Walgreens parking lot because I have to go into work soon. I just went to Chipotle. But thanks for the great response from yesterday's video about the plasma. It's interesting how a lot of people didn't know about that stuff. And listen, I didn't know about it either until, like I said, I got anemia and then started kind of researching, the effects of doing it so much. And, I had done it before the video, and this was like right after I, found out I had anemia and did the research. So it was the first video that didn't have no sound, was more kind of in-depth. And, I do want to talk about, I talked about it more there, talking about like why they're concentrated in poor areas. And a lot of it has to do with addiction. So, because you get the money, like I said, the minute that they take that jar out, the money is put on your card. And the first time I went to do my physical, they put you like in this waiting room. So I had to wait, to be called in. And there was a guy in there. And I know it's not funny, but kind of funny. He was hammered. It's like 10 in the morning when this was all going on. And he found out that he wasn't going to be able to give. And he gets up and he's like, shit. He goes, well, I got denied. He goes, anybody who would have gotten my plasma would have been hammered. And, and a lot of people who are there, again, it's so that they can get money to, feed their addiction. So, again, that's why it's concentrated in poor areas, because, it's not like when people need money right away, they aren't thinking about their health. They're just thinking about getting money quickly. And that's one of the big things that I found that was really disturbing to me. And some lady wrote me and said that I was being irresponsible by posting that information. But she works at a blood bank or something. And here's the thing, I am not saying don't donate. It's so important to donate. I mean, it does save lives. But you should know the truth. And I didn't say, I just said that this was coming from my experience and my research that I did. And so I want people to do their own research. Quite a few people said, if you even kept digging deeper, Tracey, you would have found even more disturbing things. So I don't think I want to dig any deeper because it was already disturbing enough. And I thought this was really interesting. I wrote it down. The username, I believe her name is Tanya. So thank you for writing this. But she wrote, wow, here in Scotland, part of the United Kingdom, our National Health Service, NHS, only allows us to donate, we don't get paid, blood every 3 months for men and every 4 months for women due to iron levels being higher in men. Plasma can only be donated between 4 to 6 times a year. 4 to 6 times would be in 2 to 3 weeks in the U.S. So it's alarming that in the U.S. you are permitted to give multiple times a month. I'm surprised that more people are not reporting that they are ill due to excessive blood and plasma giving. Everyone giving blood, please be super careful, as looking after your health is vital to your survival. Well, people aren't reporting it, again, because it's in lower income areas and they need money quickly, which these plasma donation centers know. And so it's not like their health is at the top of their priority list. Getting quick money is. And so again, you do your own research, but that's what I found. That's based on my own experience. and I'm a paralegal. I love to research things. And so, yeah, it was quite sad. And, the information's out there. It's not like I'm being irresponsible because the information's out there. I watched a documentary. I watched a couple documentaries on it. I read articles. And so it's not like I'm saying something that isn't already out there like this, that nobody else has looked into this before, because they have. But again, do your own research. And I'm not saying don't give. I will still give to like the Big Red Bus, the American Red Cross and stuff, but just for me, I can't donate plasma because, like I said, it made me sick. It gave me anemia. And so that's just my experience. So speaking about health and all this stuff, I also wanted to talk about the 32 North sunglasses. If you didn't see my video before, go back and see it. I'll link it below, my review on them. So these cool sunglasses, I kind of feel like, what is it? Oh, like Tom Cruise or something. And so you swipe these, and then they turn into reading glasses. And you can put in, on the app, you do this stuff and it puts in your prescription. And so you can have your sunglasses on, but then if you need to read something, you just swipe. And then when you want it off, you swipe like that and it goes off. And, I'm very passionate about health in general, but about, like my eye health. If you don't know all the things that I've been through, and this is segueing into something else, so that's why I'm bringing these up. I know a lot of people said that they were a lot of money, and listen, they are, but here's the thing, they're innovative. Nothing is out there like this, and that's why I wanted to put this out for you. I love to put things out that, are new or different or something I'm interested in. Because if I'm not interested in something, I'm not passionate about it. And so I am passionate about, I had pingulicula on my eyes. I've had 3 surgeries on them, and, with Dr. Galani. And I'm just very, talking about, like I said, health, like with the plasma and stuff. I am just very aware and want to keep spreading about eye health and how important it is to protect your eyes and your skin. I had basal cell cancer on my skin. And so that's another thing for sunglasses, because this covers where I had my basal cell right there. And I wear sunscreen every day. I actually use 50 or 100 sunscreen. And so these glasses, I met with the people who invented them, and there's nothing like them out there. And so that's why they're more money. And, I was thinking about this, that, people who want to do van life and stuff. I told you my story. I thought about for 5 years, in the background watching van life videos and stuff. And then finally, I didn't tell anybody because I thought that they would think I was crazy. And then finally I was taking a walk with a coworker. Funny, it was one of my neighbors at the RV park. He saw my van. He was stopping into Walgreens and he came over to say hi. But I was talking about like innovation. I was afraid to tell people because I thought they would think it was silly or stupid or something. But you know what? We wouldn't have anything innovative if people didn't step out to be the first to do it. And, that's what 32 North has done with these glasses, and this team is very passionate about this innovation. And I just think I look cool sitting here. I look like a movie star. Well, I don't. I feel like a movie star, put it that way. And so, again, you know, when you start something, it takes a lot that's why a lot of people don't, you know, go through with stuff that they have ideas for, because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of capital that you need. So I just want you to know that being innovative and stepping out in passion and in faith for projects that you are passionate about, it's not easy. And it's going to cost more because it's new. And so I just wanted to bring that up. But yes, I still have, now I feel like, you know, I was kind of protecting them for a while because, you know, I was doing videos on them, and now I feel like now I can wear them out and stuff. I didn't want to like do anything to them. So, no, I really love these glasses. I love the innovation. I love that they even thought about putting this together, that you can wear these and then, you know, stop and read something, and then just right away it goes back to normal sunglasses. And so I'm segueing from that to something kind of similar. Well, somebody who's really innovative, Dr. Galani. Again, passion for eyes, you know, and protection of eyes. And that's the same with Dr. Galani. He is one of a kind. One of a kind. He is way ahead of the curve. And just like, you know, 32 North is that it takes somebody to step out and be brave enough to say, I have this idea and I'm going to do it. And Dr. Galani, like, is way ahead of his time. And he realizes that, you know, he can help so many people. And listen, I talked to him yesterday, and he was like, Tracey, where are you? And I told him where I was. You know, it's a small town. And he's like, what are you doing there? And I was like, not much. Working at Walgreens. And he goes, Tracey, wasted talent. It's like, and you have to know, and he's saying it from, you know, from love, you know. And I said, no, but I'm starting this business and I'm going to fly, you know, pets. You know? He goes, Tracey, wasted talent. And I was just laughing. And because here's the thing, I'm just a girl from Minnesota who took a chance and got in a van, and now look at like how much my world has opened. And, you know, I had met Dr. Galani before I did this, because I flew down to get my eye done. And he says that I inspired him, that's why he started, you know, this, his nonprofit, which is crazy. And that's why he wanted me there. And, you know, he says that I, inspired and encouraged him to, because I said, I go, Dr. Galani, because he's the only one that does this pingulicula surgery. That's why I flew here for him. And listen, he is not cheap. It's expensive. But again, when there's somebody who stepped out of the box and is doing something that nobody else has done, that's what happens. But then when other people catch on, just like anything, then it gets less expensive. And Dr. Galani, because I told him, I said, here's the thing, people need to get their eyes done, because if something happens to you, who are we going to go to? You got to teach people. And I told him, because he has a daughter who's, he's training and becoming an ophthalmologist. And I said, you need to adopt a bunch of kids and then teach them your ways so that, you know, there's more people who can do this. And so he actually started a project where other doctors come in and like shadow him so he can show them, and he does it for free. He's actually traveling to Europe for 3 weeks for free, speaking and teaching about what he does so that other surgeons know how to do it. He started a nonprofit because I told him before, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of money and a lot of people can't afford this, you know, like what I had done. And it gave me my confidence back. and he started the nonprofit. So, this is all from us talking. And I told him he needs to start a sunglass line. He's really into fashion, if you don't know. And so he has a clothing line, if you didn't know that. And so when I talked to him yesterday, he's like, Tracey, you need to come work for me. He's asked me before. And I said, well, I'm only here till April because I, go back for Joy and stuff. And he goes, I'll make a position for you. And so I am actually going there the week of the 21st. So people fly in. This next week, he has people flying in. There's not one person local. They're flying in from all over the world. And then what happens, he sees them Monday and Tuesday, he does all of his measurements and stuff like that. Sundays, he works all day, and he creates a plan for each person coming in. And he did tell me that he's decided he's going to take, I think, 4 days off a month to go and do things that he's never done before. So I think I inspired him a little bit that way because, he said, my life can't just be about, a 3-centimeter eyeball or something like that. And I'm like, that's right. But he's so passionate that it's not work to him, that he loves to do this. But anyway, so I am going, and so the 2 days that he meets with people, and he's just coming back from Europe that day or that week I'm going to be there from 3 weeks, so he's going to be catching up a lot. So I'm going to drive in on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'm going to go in, and I'm going to be in surgery with him. Wednesday and Thursday he has surgeries, so I get to be in the surgical room and see from the other side, literally see from the other side, the work and everything else. And then Friday, it's called Flyback Friday, and everybody gets together and has lunch, and everybody talks about how great Dr. Galani is and what they've done for him, and it's just a really fun time. So, and then I'll come back here that Saturday, and then I said Dr. Galani and I will talk while I'm there and see. Then maybe I'll go there and work there for the rest of the time because I'm really quite bored here. The RV park, there's just nothing to do. So anyway, yeah, there's more going on there that's just too much. So, yeah, so I just want you to know that, listen, I know, I do not feel inspirational or whatever, you're just a person doing your thing. But when what's that thing Brene Brown said, you got to get in the ring. Well, it's a quote from somebody else. If you're making fun of people, well, at least that person's getting in the ring to do something. And so I just want to encourage you to not waste your time worrying about what other people are thinking, even if you think it's crazy. If I would have kept that to myself and not taken that step, look at how much van life has done for me. And had I not taken the chance, like I said, if it sucked, I always thought, well, you know what? I can always go back home, sell the van, no harm, no foul, and then I'd know. So I just want to encourage you to, if you have something you want to do, just go do it. And I've realized that the crazier I am, the less people even care what I'm doing. I think I told my girlfriend when I was working at the law firm then, and she was a friend of mine, she's a paralegal, and I said, Pam, I think I'm going to run for city council. And I thought she'd be like, oh my God, Tracey, what? She goes, Tracey, good luck. She goes, if you told me you were going to the moon next week, I'd say, yeah, call me when you get back and let me know how it went. So the crazier you are, the less people care. Nobody cares. They're like, oh yeah, that's Tracey, or, that's Susie, or that's, Arun Galani, and you just set yourself apart and people already know you're crazy. So you don't have to worry about it. Then you don't care. They already know you're crazy. You're one step ahead of them. So Anyway, I'm gonna let you go here. Sorry, I'm rambling. I need to get into work. It's a nice day out here. And now I'll be inside from 3 to 10. But, okay, you know what to do. You already know. You probably say it yourself. I don't even have to say it anymore. Go out. Make an adventure. No matter how big or how small, you do not have to sell everything and move into a van. That was me. You have your own aspirations and things you want to do. Just take steps towards doing them, please. I encourage you. And when you do that, you inspire other people to do that for themselves. It's a chain reaction, okay? Go call someone you love. And as Joyce says, tell them that you love them. And don't you dare forget your magic. And always look for the good. It's always good to be found somewhere. Actually, there's more good than bad. We just hear more about the bad sometimes. But, okay. We'll see you in the next one. Okay. Vlogmas is almost over. What's today? Is it the 30th? I don't even know. But, okay. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.